Okay, here we are with the annual air conditioner cleanup. It's February and got some warm weather coming, so we're probably going to start using this thing soon. Obviously, one of the things I want to do is kind of clean up these fins. They have a lot of debris in them, but they're not super dirty. I just did this process last year, so the fins are actually not terribly clean. We've got a lot of debris down inside here. We'll get that all cleaned out. I've got the fan out. We're going to check the balance on those blades, take the motor apart, lube it, vacuum everything out, and clean the fins, straighten any fins that we see that are a problem. Actually, these fins really look pretty good. I did this, what was it, 1 year ago now? Fins are actually looking pretty nice other than that debris on the outside. So take care of that stuff, put it back together, and we'll be done. Okay, here we go. Got some of the big chunks out. Got the big stuff removed. We're gonna shoot this whole thing down with some just soapy water. I know a lot of people like to use acid and special cleaners and stuff like that, but I would say, except for extreme cases, they probably don't necessarily need to do that. We'll get the fins as clean as possible, get all the dirt and tree sap or anything like that we can. I don't really see much tree sap on this, but we'll get the dirt and junk removed and proceed to the next step. Okay, so I have already disconnected all of the electronic stuff, so I'm not spraying water directly on anything with hot, electricity running through it. I'm just going to spray all this down. Spray inside. A lot of people are going to be concerned about the electricity. Again, there's no electricity going out here. Give all that a little bit of a wipe down, scrub down in there. Should look a lot better. Spray the fins off, get any dust and dirt, crap off those. Yep. Yeah, I know it seems crazy, but I even like to do the electronic portions that most people like to avoid. And if I was showing this on YouTube, I'm sure they'd blame me for that because they think I'm going to get electrocuted. Alright. Okay. We just scrubbed it down. You can see all the suds in there. Time to rinse it off. Got some little drain holes in the bottom. So those will let all the gunk and mud go out of the bottom. Anyway. You don't need to watch all this, I'll show you when we're done. Okay, here's what it looks like after we get done spraying this out. Fins are nice and clean. Even though they were fairly clean beforehand, the soapy water did take quite a bit of stuff out of there. I'm not trying to get every speck, but really got a lot of it. And I'll scrub the pad, lube up the motor, put everything back together. Okay, here's the fan. Spinning fairly freely. I have oiled it, as you can see, in the past, but this AC unit is 18 years old now, so yeah, typically be time for this thing to die. I'm probably gonna pull a little protectant on the rubber piece there, take this motor apart, oil it. I'm gonna check the position of these fan blades to make sure that they're all in line so I don't get any vibrations. Maybe I'll try and tilt it up and see if I can do a balance test, although the motor probably doesn't spin freely enough given the light weight of these fan blades for it to do a balance test like that, so I might just have to clean everything up and leave it. But after I did some adjustment last year, the thing ran a lot smoother, so made some good progress. Okay, motor's out. We're going to loosen these bolts that go through to the nuts on the back. We'll pull the front plate off, the back plate off. Inside right in here we've got some felt sponges that'll get lubricated, and probably even inside of this back cap as well, if I remember correctly from a couple years ago. Yep. Okay. Might have to go get a tripod here in a minute, but I got the little nuts off. Let's see if I can do this with one hand while filming. Nope. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and take this thing apart. Okay, maybe we'll blow that out with an air compressor. I don't know if you can see the video here, but we're going to oil right inside. There's some little felts in there. And the exact same thing. You can see a felt right there, and there, and there. So there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Wipe this down and oil them. I'm just going to put a little drop. Oops. That's too much. Okay. All right. And now, I actually pull those out to where they're touching. Do the same on the inside. And since this is always pointed down, maybe I'll do that shaft. Okay. Good. Spin's nice and free now. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, I can feel a pretty good difference right there. Yeah, you can definitely feel that difference. Let's see if I can get a little bit of this dirt off of here. Spins nice, holy cow. Better than I remembered. Okay, and maybe I'll even put a little bit right here on this. Okay, all right, there we go. Time to go back together. That's amazingly. That's how much better that spins. Okay. And these bolts do have to line up with a little hole in there somewhere. So, come on. Where is it? Okay. Can't see it visually. There we go. Okay. And here we go. Line these back up. All right. Tighten those nuts back on and we're done. Okay, this year I also tried to do one more thing. I went ahead and siliconed this just to protect it a little bit, and I used rubbing compound and polish to just polish up the outside of this motor because the motor gets really chalky. I'm going to do the same thing the outside of the AC system. And then I put, oh, I guess I already put it back, but I used a little bit of wax on the outside. I'm not even going to wipe the wax off. I'm just going to leave it on there. I don't really need this thing to shine. I just need it to be protected. That's it. Okay, now at this point, of course, we've cleaned out the fins, we've cleaned out the bottom. I'm actually going to put some wax on the bottom, not really buff it or anything like that, but use the wax so that dirt and future comes off cleaner. Same with on the top of the compressor. Fins are clean. On the outside, we have used some buffing, or I'm sorry, rubbing compound to go ahead and clean up the outside. And we've also applied a ceramic coating just to kind of keep it clean and oxidization free. Yeah, put this thing back together. Here it is, all back together. The pad has been scrubbed and cleaned. The sides right here have been, of course, cleaned, polished, or rubbing compound, and even given a ceramic coating to try and keep oxidization down, but also to keep it clean. Same thing with this top portion. It was very oxidized. I used rubbing compound, cleared it off, put a ceramic coating on it. Now it's nice and shiny. Of course, the motor's been lubed. Inside's been cleaned out, so it looks great. Yeah, and we are ready to exercise this little thing. It's nice and cool out today. I think I'm still going to do some protection on each of these lines, maybe some silicone, clean them up, some stuff like that. Then I'm going to put a bag over this thing until we're ready to use it. But I'm going to exercise it first. So now we're done.